Hi, this is Jenna Weinstein from Indian Trail School.
And Monica Beagle from Braeside School.
Today we're going to teach you how to play the game called Numbo. The materials that you need for Numbo are a game board, and if there are 2 players, then you will need 2 game boards, and we will link that game board on our website so you can print it out and play it at home. Each player will need a crayon to trace their numbers, and as a group, you will need a 20-sided die. Now, we will show you modifications to have this at home because we know that you do not have that at home probably. So later on in the video, we'll show you how you can play without having that exact die.
So, Miss Weinstein, can I go? I'm player 1. I'm going to roll the die, and I rolled a 6. So I'm going to find the number 6 and tell my player 2 that I rolled the number 6. I'm going to trace over with good direction and formation, and then I'm going to hand the die over to the other player. The other player is going to roll the die, and that player rolled the number 2. Big curve, little line. So right now I've got a 2, player 2, and player 1 has a 6.
Now the goal of the game is to try to get a numbo. A numbo is a number sequence going across the board, and it can only be across, unlike bingo, which you can have up and down, because we have 5 numbers going across, so they need to have a sequence of 5 in order to win. And after they think they have a numbo, so an example of a numbo would be like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They must read out the numbers, and that is part of the official way of winning the game. Now, if they roll a number that they already have traced, they lose their turn and they have to give the die to the other player. So there's only 1 turn per time. Now, as Mrs. Beagle is showing us, we take turns going back and forth, and we will show you now modifications for the 20-sided die. If you do not have a 20-sided die at home, we discovered an app that you can download called Real 3D Dice. This is a free app that you can get on your iPad, iPhone, or Android or mobile device. So when you open up the app, you're going to see a screen that looks a little like this, and there are different options for different die. We would like the 20-sided die, so that's the one on the bottom over there. And they can do fun things like change the color of the die and the amount, but what's important is that we want to have 1 of them. So Mrs. Beagle is hitting the plus sign so we can add 1 or 2 or whatever we want. So she's going to go ahead and add 1. And now she can just shake the iPad.
Okay.
And she shakes it. And it rolls it for you, and so it rolled a 20. So instead of having that 20-sided die, you can just use the iPad. There's another modification that we wanted to show you. If you do not have that available at home, you can simply print out the cards that we have linked up on the website of numbers 1 through 20, and they can be face down, and they can pick a card rather than just rolling a dice.
So we want you to have fun playing Numbo, and remember, once you roll the die, you say the number out loud, and then you trace it with correct direction and formation. And when you have a sequence of 5, you can say Numbo, and then read that sequence to your partner.
Thanks. Enjoy.